All right. All right, we are live on YouTube. How is everybody doing today? The first thing I want to do is make sure there's a good sound coming through, and it's coming through the microphone here. Can somebody let me know in the chat if the audio is sounding normal? I had a glitch the other day where the first half of one of my shows was coming through the onboard audio. Due to a glitch, everything was plugged in. It just wasn't going through this microphone right here by my mouth. Anyway, I'm sure somebody will let me know. I'm sure everything is rolling smoothly. Welcome to another Walking with Purpose live stream. And it is a beautiful day here today in Redwood City, California, where I live. It's, right around 60 degrees, 59 degrees. I hear you fine. Hey, Coach Jerome, how are you doing? Welcome to the show. I saw your other comments, and we'll get to them in just a few here. It's a beautiful day. The rain has stopped. It is nice and clear. The sun is out. But it's a little bit chilly, but not too bad. 60 degrees, 59 degrees, not too bad. Not cold enough for me to get my gloves on like I had the other day when I was walking at the park. Hey, Holly, how you doing? Welcome. Coach Jerome says, hello all. Met with 4 clients today. Spent 6 hours total in the gym. And frankly, I'm a bit exhausted, but it was the best day ever. Can't wait to do it again tomorrow. Doing what you like is so nice. If I had my my soundboard here, Coach Jerome, I'd give you a big round of applause. That's what I would do. That's awesome, man. Hey, I'm really happy for you. Seriously, I'm really happy for you. And I'm really, really glad to see you doing what you really want to do. And that's what I feel everyone should do. Everyone should do what I did, what you did. If what you're doing is not fulfilling you, despite the fact that it's, making you money, you have to really love what you do in order to be able to sustain it, because that's going to affect your happiness if you don't. You can have all the money in the world and still be miserable, right? I'm just saying that in general. Look at how calm the water is. This is I've never seen it this calm. Look at how calm this water is. Wow. This is amazing. Wow, I just got to soak it in for a second, folks. I'm really sorry. I have to soak it in. This is a day where I should be out here with my Sony a6400 mirrorless real digital camera and taking probably some of the most beautiful pictures I would ever take out here. But instead I'm here because I love all of you. And I want to be here for you folks, and I want to spread more positivity. It's day 10 of the Positivity Challenge here. We'll get more to that in just a second. Holly says, hello, Eli and everyone. You sound good, but I'm at work, so I can't do much but listen. Hey, no problem, Holly. Thank you so much for being here. It's been a few days since I've done a walk. I drove my lady home yesterday, and the day before it was raining, and so I just really couldn't get a walk in the last couple of days. So today I really, really needed to get out and do a walk. Even when I go one day of missing a walk, it affects me. One day is typically not that bad, but 2 days in a row not walking, oh man. And I'm back out here today, and I'm already feeling it. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling it because I haven't done it in a few days, but that's okay. It won't take too long to get back on track. If you ever slip off track, sometimes, folks, even the best of us, things happen, life happens, right? And no matter what you do, you just can't get that walk in. I get it. But you got to get back to it as soon as feasibly possible. And being tired is not an excuse. Other things coming up, I get that. If those things are more important, yes, you got to take care of them, but then get right back on track. Now, I don't know if you folks saw my community posting I put out earlier today. I want to start off at the beginning of this show and share my thoughts. Share my thoughts about a lot of things that have been happening over the past couple of days. Obviously, we had midterms a few days ago. And from what it looks like that the Republicans are going to gain control of Congress. And, I'm not going to come out here and complain, even though most of you that have been following me for a while know I'm a slight left liberal. The problem I have with the Republicans taking control of Congress is that they don't like to play well with others, from what I see. And we have a president in office right now that I feel is doing the absolute best he can. In spite of all the things he's been dealing with, right? And he's always been about being the president for all Americans, not just Democrats, because he's a registered Democrat. He's the president for all Americans. Okay? And all he's ever wanted is for everyone to work together, whether you're on the left or right or down the middle. We need to work together to solve these issues for the better good of all Americans, right? And more so the world, because a lot of what we do here in the U.S. affects the world. It does. But I shared a clip regarding a reporter asking Joe Biden, President Joe Biden, does he feel that Elon Musk is a national security threat? And you could tell that Biden was not expecting that question. But he sat there, cool and calm, and actually did answer the question in a diplomatic way. I mean, of course, hey, look, when you don't have proof, you can't sit there and accuse somebody of something. But when you know something is heading in the wrong direction, right? And the people of the U.S. are expecting the president to answer that question, you got to do it in a way where you make the citizens of the U.S. aware that, hey, you're aware of what's going on and you're trying to figure out what the right thing is to do without causing any further issues or drama, right? So in essence, in a very diplomatic way, which I can understand why he had to be diplomatic, he's saying that there's reason to look into it, right? Well, of course, there's reason to look into it. Now, I don't have to be as diplomatic as Joe Biden. I'm just a YouTuber out here on the platform. Is that Tam Tam? Good morning, Eli, and all in chat. Hey, Tam Tam, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Great to see you here. So, do I feel that Elon Musk is a national security threat? Or a global security threat? I think he's both. I'm going to share my thoughts about some things that I've seen happen lately regarding the Twitter fiasco. And this continues to just implode right in front of everyone's face, right in front of Elon Musk's face, right? Give me a second, someone's passing by. In my opinion, Elon Musk is literally destroying Twitter. Live and in real time. And quicker than I can ever see anyone destroy a company that could have been turned into something great. But Elon Musk's ego is bigger than anything I've ever freaking seen. His ego is what's destroying this company, and his ego is what's going to destroy him financially. This is not about money for Elon Musk. This is about ego. Hey, Casey, how you doing? Hey, Eli, been a while since I've got to catch up with you live. Good to see you. How's married life, Casey? Welcome to the show. Great to see you here. Yeah, we've had a lot of things going on too, my lady and I, and our families in our neck of the woods. So no worries, Casey. Come and go as you wish, no problem. But great to see you here. I've been so busy. LOL, married life seems busier. Well, Casey, just to, answer you for a second, and I want to get back to saying what I was saying about Elon Musk. And there's a lot to talk about there, and then we'll get to the positivity thing here, day 10. See, Casey, married life should be no different than dating someone and living with someone. There's no difference. The only difference is you now have an agreement between you, your husband, and the state. I believe you're in Texas, and the state of Texas. That's all it is. That's all it is. Granted, yes, the spirituality of it, right? The biblical meaning of it, right? All that. The meaning of the sacrament of marriage is beautiful, right? But if you look at it from a very reasonable standpoint, let me let a few people pass on by here real quick. If you look at it from a reasonable standpoint, all it is it's a piece of paper between you, your husband, and the state. It's a legal agreement. I'm not trying to devalue marriage. Marriage is a beautiful thing, right? But as far as married life making your life different than it was before, it should be no different. The only difference really is that now anything that you accrue together while married is community property. I believe Texas is also a community property state, right? The love isn't any less. Maybe it's more, right? The things you used to do before you got married are the things you're going to continue to do, right? But I get it. I get it. You still feel the excitement, and that is an amazing thing. And I'm very, very happy for you. I'm not trying to knock you down a few pegs. I'm just saying that you and your man already had a great thing, and the sacrament of marriage is just making it as official as possible. To all guys out there, this is where guys screw up. Once you get married, the dating and courting process never ends with your wife. You need to date and court your wife in the same ways you did before you got married, which is the reason why she wanted to marry you, right? As long as you let nothing change from what was happening before you got married, it's going to be amazing. Oh, you're right, says Casey, and I agree. We've just been busy ironing out our finances after the wedding and also looking for a bigger house so we can move at the end of our lease in the next couple of months and getting ready for the holidays. And basketball just started for my boys, so it's a very busy time for sure. Yeah. Yeah, that's normal. That's normal, yeah. Well, now that you're married, like I said, everything that you and him accrue as of the date of the marriage is community property. So he should let you out-earn him, and that way, I don't think you two will ever get divorced. But let's say it were to happen, hypothetically speaking, if you out-earn him, then you're going to owe him. He won't owe you anything. I've seen that happen to some exes that went through a divorce shortly before I started dating them, in my earlier 40s, before I got with the woman I'm with today. They were the breadwinners, and man, it cost them in their divorce, not the man. It's the breadwinner. It's not the man that gets screwed. It's the breadwinner. But if you're in an unhappy marriage and you stick around longer than you should, and more of those assets accrue for the opposite side that's making less if you're the breadwinner, then it's your fault for staying in it too long, right? But anyway, I actually do out-earn him, LMAO, but that doesn't bother him one bit. Well, shit, that's good. So that way, if you divorce him, he'll take half your shit. You see how it goes, Casey? It's interesting. Like, even Dion, Sifu Smo Channel, has come out and said, my woman out-earns me. You out-earn your man. See, I'm telling you, women have risen up. I'm telling you, that, and I get it. Your man is secure, and I'm sure he makes close to what you're making, right? And that's none of my business. I'm just saying. Same thing with Dion and his woman. He makes close to what she's making, but he's come out and said she out-earns me. She makes more money than me. I've in my entire life, I've never ever dated a woman that makes more than me. I've dated a woman that makes equal money to me, or a little less, or far less. And I'll tell you, it just happened to be that way, right? I honestly, I would prefer to date a woman that makes just a little bit less than me. Not because I'm not insecure. I wouldn't be insecure about it, because women look up to a man for their strength and their ability to provide. And despite the fact that we're in this modern world of equal rights and feminism and, women being liberated, independent, and working, right? That's all great. But see, what hasn't changed for women is how and why they respect men. What do they respect about men? They've always respected men in the same ways, including today, and that's being a provider. That's being physically strong to protect them from danger, emotionally strong to balance out a woman's emotions, right? Emotional strength, emotional stability, emotional awareness, right? And trust me, I don't see it as a big problem if a woman makes just a little bit more than her man. But if a woman makes 2 to 3 times more than her man, at some point, it's going to start to get to her. Unless her man in that situation sees that and says, you know what, I'm going to, look into doing something to better myself and double or triple my income, right? That's what happened to my ex Dana. Her husband was out earning her initially. And then she basically started out earning him and ended up doubling his income. And then he lost his job and just, wasn't motivated to go back out there and get another job. And she stuck around with him for an extra 4 years trying to help him go back to school and get into some trade or something, but he just caved, right? All right. That's that same dude. He's running the trail twice. He cranks up his music on his phone with no earphones. It's just really, really loud, and he jogs at a slower pace, so it takes him like 5 to 10 seconds to move past me to where I'm not distracted by his music anymore. He makes good money too, don't get me wrong, but I learned a long time ago never depend on anyone but myself to take care of me and my boys. I understand that. The good thing is, if anything ever happened to my job, he makes enough to care for us and cover the bills and vice versa. That's all I really care about, and we both love what we do. No, that's good. That's a good thing. That's a really good thing, Casey. As long as you have respect for him, that's all that matters. I'm just saying, like, you're a good woman, and so, you know, my ex Dana was and probably still is a good woman. But after a while, you know, when her ex-husband, when they were married, he basically, you know, gave up because she was out earning him. You know, she stayed in that marriage for 4 more years trying to help him turn it around. And she did it for the kids, and she did it because she, you know, wanted to be truthful and faithful to her vows. But after 4 years, she just said, I can't do this anymore, right? And even good women down the road, you know, if they start to perceive some form of weakness in their man in any capacity, it can change things. I hope it doesn't happen between you and him, but this happens all the time. And that's why for me, you know, I've always, you know, gotten serious with women that either make similar money as I do or a little bit less or even maybe half of what I make or have made. It's just worked better that way. But hey, to each its own. I'm glad you are doing well. I'm glad that you're happily married and you got a lot going on. More power to you. Keep rocking it, girl. Keep rocking it. So to continue with the Elon Musk thing. Elon Musk is just destroying Twitter in real time. Everything I've been saying about Elon since he purchased Twitter weeks ago for $44 billion is coming true. The most recent thing was Elon starting this, I guess, this paid Twitter service. I think it's like $8 a month, where you get longer uploads on videos, and you also get that blue check mark, the verification mark. For $8 a month, you automatically get verified. And it was all over the news yesterday after he launched that service, how many phonies purchased the service. And Elon himself came out and said, wow, this is probably a mistake. This probably wasn't the right thing to do, in different words, but that's what he's saying. And then I saw somewhere else, I didn't hear this out of Elon, but someone else on Twitter posted that Elon said, you know, bankruptcy is an option. Bankruptcy is an option if it's not feasible. So bankruptcy is an option for Twitter if it's not feasible, right? And next thing you know, today, or over the last day or so, Tesla stock has gone down because, from what I heard, Elon Musk sold $4 billion in stock to reinvest in Twitter to fix Twitter. So now, he's in this for what, 48 billion or 50 billion? There's no reason why anything needed to change this drastically at Twitter. Yeah, there probably needed to be some changes. But what do you expect when you're in progress of firing half the staff, all the executive team, right? All because you feel that these are, woke liberals? I mean, I could flip it around and say, what are you, Elon, a woke conservative now all of a sudden? And I was watching some clips from Fox News, which I'm not a big Fox News fan because they more so cater their content to conservatives, right? But sometimes you go over there to hear what they're saying. And even Fox News and people they were interviewing were saying, this is Elon, this is the way Elon does things. And I don't know what, give me a second here. Okay, so it's that dude again. He's playing like some, like Japanese, meditation music or something, or some healing music while he jogs. I guess to, keep him calm and stuff, right? So Twitter stock is down. Sorry, Tesla stock is down because, Elon sold, 4 billion in shares. So he's now starting to destroy Tesla to stop the destruction of Twitter. Everyone has come out and said Elon Musk is a great businessman, and he's just made a lot of the right moves, and he just knows how to make money. I disagree with that. I've never felt that way about Elon Musk. I think Elon Musk got lucky with the Twitter, or not the Twitter, the PayPal thing. PayPal is a world-renowned payment company, payment processing company. They revolutionized the way we send money nowadays. Anyone who would have started PayPal or come up with that idea would have made the same money. So how does that make him a smart businessman? That makes him a lucky person that was in the right place at the right time. And from what I hear, Tesla's not even profitable, right? Tesla's really not even profitable, right? He's not a good businessman. He's not. A good businessman would have not come in and torn Twitter to shreds because he feels that, they're trying to silence freedom of speech from conservatives. It's just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And so, I honestly think that the government needs to step in. I honestly think see, folks, I'm going to go back. When this actually happens, I'm going to go back to the videos where I predicted this weeks ago. I honestly feel that Joe Biden and his administration is going to look into Elon Musk's practices. I'm going to tell you this right now. Elon Musk is going to be the next most scrutinized person right behind Donald Trump. That's what he's making himself out to be. I mean, I still look back at purchasing Twitter for $44 billion and saying that was one of the shittiest purchases anyone could have ever made. For that amount, I don't think the company was worth that much. Twitter should have probably sold for no more than 15 to 20 billion, maybe 25, if you base it on its future valuation, right? He spent way too much money on it. Why? Because he wanted control. Why? Because he wanted to be in the spotlight, right? Why? Because he wants to make the biggest difference in the world and give back freedom of speech to people that have never fucking lost it. No one's ever lost their freedom of speech, online or offline. But that's why he spent $44 billion to be known as the Messiah for the conservatives that feel they're being silenced on the internet for conservative speak. No, you're being silenced for your shitty attitudes. You're being silenced for your hate and attacks and bullying and harassment, hateful and abusive content. That's what you're being silenced for. If I did the same things you did as a slight left liberal, I would be silenced too. I would expect it. That's the one thing that these conservatives don't understand. They don't even want to look closely to the real reason why they're being silenced. Right? So yeah, I'm going to predict if it keeps going this way, Elon is going to file bankruptcy through Twitter. Maybe that was his plan all along. Maybe his plan was to dissolve Twitter and restart it as something new. Twitter was not broken. There are a lot of people that use Twitter. A lot of famous people in Hollywood, artists and actors, actresses, a lot of politicians use it, right? And the old way of truly verifying yourself to get a blue check mark worked, right? And what did Elon do now? He destroyed that, right? He wants to make it more difficult for people in Congress. More so, he's attacking the left, right? To force them to have to communicate with other people, because when you have the blue check mark, the verification badge, you can choose to only respond to verified people. But now if you're going to verify everyone for $8 a month, that's forcing these people to talk to everyone. And it's not that these people don't want to talk to everyone. If you're a politician or an artist or author or whatever you do, right? And you want to target market only talking with positive people that are going to help your cause move forward, why would you want to even see the negative stuff, right? So why are you now forcing these people, Elon, to filter through negative stuff? I hate negativity. I hate negative stuff. This is all stupid. It's dumb. And it's imploding in real time. I swear to God, if this guy didn't have, even after this purchase, he's still going to have 140, 150 billion, right? He'll still be up there towards the top, richest people in the world, right? If he didn't have that kind of money, he would be going down as the biggest fool in history. He's treating Twitter like a toy. Yeah, I'm the richest man in the world. I'll buy this thing and I'll just shake it up and just, tear it up into shreds. And just do the most asinine things on the platform, and that way people will keep talking about me. Well, yeah, they'll keep talking about you as you keep on losing more money. Because here's the thing. You can't sustain a platform like Twitter or any social media platform unless you have it open to the left, the right, down the middle, and everyone, right? If you're going to sit there and take this platform that was open to everyone's views and basically turn it into a conservative haven, then you're going to lose more than half your audience. And you can't sustain a $44 billion investment when you do that. That's the dumbest business, mindset you can have. When I turn around, we'll get more into the positivity stuff here, but I wanted to mention this today because this actually affects us from being positive, right? I'm not trying to be negative about this. I'm just stating the facts. I'm just saying this is what people do nowadays that have money. People that have money want to control everything, right? And here's the thing for me. There's somebody else coming over here, so I'm just waiting. I was going to say, if I had all that money that Elon Musk has, instead of buying Twitter for $44 billion, I would have donated like $50 billion to all the struggling good causes, nonprofit organizations in the world. And guess what? It's a tax write-off. Elon, you spent 44 plus another $4 billion that you sold in Tesla stock. You're into this for 48 to 50 billion, right? Do you know how many people are starving in this world, Elon? You want to know how many third world countries are still struggling? People are dying because they don't have enough to eat. Yet you would rather sit there and purchase an internet website and make it your toy to control the world. I mean, I'm flabbergasted by this. I really am. I'm super flabbergasted because if I was worth $221 billion, I would take at least 25-30% of my money and I would donate it to all the struggling 501c3 nonprofit organizations, not only here in the U.S., but the equivalent of nonprofit organizations all over the world. What I would do is I would take a stand on world hunger and world peace. I thought a businessman that's the richest man in the world would have an intelligent mindset like that to look at things in that way, right? But when you're that rich, I guess you don't think about good causes. You think about what's going to blow up your head more and your ego more, right? Another thing. Well, no, I won't get into that now. I'll talk about what I was going to say another time. But that's that, folks. I'm about to get to the observation deck here. And then we're going to get into day 10 of the 30-day life-changing positivity challenge. And today we're going to be discussing staying focused or stay focused. Staying focused is important. It's crucial. It's critical. Never lose sight of the focus of your purpose if you want to be successful at that purpose. Are they coming this way? Yeah, they are. So I'm not going to go up to the observation deck because somebody's coming. I'm going to hang out here for a few and show you the views from the side. Beautiful day. Oh, I think that dude's turning around. Let's go up. This is episode number 420 of Walking with Purpose Live. 420, go figure. My lady will like that episode number. She's out and about running some errands, and she may be tuning in between. Autism mom of two. Why does the grass look dead? Are you in desert? No. I'm not. I'm right by the water in the San Francisco Bay Area. That's because we haven't had enough water, enough rain. We got some rain recently, but not enough. We got some good rain over the last, few days during this past week, but it's going to take time for the green to come back, and you don't see, the brown anymore. Oh, we're still in the drought here in the San Francisco Bay Area. We're practically all over Northern California. We're still in a major drought. We need to see rain like we've never seen before to fill our reserves up. Somebody's coming up here, so I'm gonna come back down, and they're jogging really, really fast. So I'm gonna go ahead and come back down. Come back down here. Yeah, no, the green will come back after we get a little more rain. I see some green starting to grow, but it's just going to take some time. How are you doing today, Autism Mom of Two? Welcome to the show. How's your day going? Everything getting better for you? I know that, you had some things that you were working on, you've been working on for you and your kids. How's that been going for you? So it's day 10 of the Positivity Challenge here. We've got 20 more days to go. And I've got to tell you folks, I'm seeing a lot of people out here on YouTube that have started to support my lady and I, or follow us, and really appreciate the message we're putting out. I'm going to share more about that in just a little bit. It's coming slowly but surely, because let me tell you something. It's people are more prone to drop everything for something that's bad than something that's good, right? So when you're trying to create good, it's going to take a lot more work and longer to get people on board, but it's starting to happen. And I'm really thrilled by it. And we don't have the biggest active audience here, but it is growing steadily, right? And interestingly enough, it's funny to me that my audience is growing with more women than men. And that's, hats off to you ladies. I commend you ladies, but and then there are some men. There are a few men. Like there's a guy named Joe Dirt that's been coming around, and Armando. I think I know who Armando is now. And that's cool, bro. I'm not going to say who I think you are, but that's cool. You've been coming around, Armando and Joe Dirt and a few other guys. But honestly, like, the active people on my channel are 4 to 1 women, 4 women for every 1 man. And, a lot of people may say, well, that's because, they like your lady. They don't like you. No, if they didn't like me, and I'm not begging them to like me. I'm not trying to say I'm all that. I'm not. But they like me because I'm honest and real, and I'm a man. I'm a good dude, but I'm not a sissy, but I'm also not an arrogant, pompous ass. And I'm not a drama W. I can't say the word here. I don't want to get demonetized. You know what drama W's are, right? Yeah, 4 women to every 1 man. That's making a statement. That's saying that, hey, guys, you're giving up. Guys, you don't want to own up to your lack of masculinity. You don't want to own up regarding what's holding you back. And that's why you don't like me, right? I've never seen any woman on this platform attack me unless they had some incentive to attack me in a way where they're pretending to attack me. But I've seen plenty of men attack me on this platform for free. The women will do it for the money or for the traction, right? And it's only been a few of them, but it's been primarily men, right? Like women don't attack me. It's just, I'm looking at this and I'm like, whoa, man, what's really going on here? It's more so proving my theory and many other people's theories about modern men lacking masculinity. Modern men simply just lacking masculinity. And we want to help you turn that around. We want to help you turn that around. Oh my God, this is a beautiful snail here. My lady, maybe she'll see this. I almost stepped on it. Look at that. Is that a white snail? Wow. That was beautiful. It's going, the boys are getting bored, stuck inside. I need to find a place with a backyard. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, we wish you the best regarding that. I know you were looking to find a place, but some things kind of fell through. And hopefully you'll find someplace better soon for them. Just keep on looking, keep on trying. You'll eventually make it happen. In the meantime, do the best you can with what you've got. You know, I've been in those situations before where, you know, I was in situations or living situations that weren't as ideal as I would want them to be. And what you have to do is do the best with what you've got. Make the best of it, right? Keep a positive attitude, because when you keep that positive attitude, you're going to be able to think more clearly. You're going to radiate more positivity in the universe, and you're going to be able to solve the issue or any other issue much more quickly. It'll turn around for you. And I know you're going to turn it around real soon for you and for your family. Autism Mom of 2. I have faith in you. Yes, I'm tired of the negativity of rentals, but I keep positive I will find the place. Right, and that's all you have to do. All you have to do is just keep thinking in a positive way. And don't let the letdowns, don't let any situation that doesn't pan out for you ruin your day, so you can save that energy into continuing to look for that place until you find it. That's what a lot of people don't understand. I didn't even understand this when I was younger. I used to waste so much negative energy after every single disappointment that would come across in my life, whether it be with women or rentals or whatever, right? When things didn't work out, I used to just complain about it and sulk in my misery, right? Not only would that waste my time, it would drain all my energy and waste even more time and set me back further. So I realized if I just say, hey, you know what, just didn't pan out, let's try again tomorrow, right? I'm going to have more energy, and I'm going to be in a better, a better state emotionally. I'm going to come off happier. And I'll tell you this, sometimes you get lucky with a rental just because the person likes you and you have a great attitude. And if you so happen to be having a bad day and you go and meet with a landlord to rent their place and they see your crappy attitude And if you didn't have that crappy attitude, they would have leased to you, but your crappy attitude is telling them, oh, they're not a good person to rent the property to, right? To lease the property to, right? That's what a lot of people don't understand. The way that you show up, your attitude, your happiness, right? The way you dress, the way you smell, the way you approach people, right? People are going to judge you for that, even though they really shouldn't, they do. So you can't give anyone any idea to not believe and trust in you if you're, trying to accomplish something like that, especially when it comes to a rental. So good for you, Autism Mom of Two. Good for you. So, give me a second. I'll be right back. Got to reset the chat. All right, we're back live. We are back live. So today we're talking about staying focused. Let me share an example of how I've stayed focused and stayed positive out here on YouTube to continue moving forward despite the challenges of growing any positive type of channel on YouTube nowadays. Because like I've been mentioning many times over the week, and I'm just mentioning this for example purposes because people are struggling to grow out here on YouTube. And I also help people work through that struggle because I figured out how to do it. It just takes time, right? Yes, there's a lot more negativity out here, it seems to be, than positivity. And yeah, half the creators are drama, shit show creators, right? And it appears that it's even more than that because when people stir up the pot, when half the people on a platform of 2.5 billion, when 1.25 billion people stir up the pot daily on this platform, right? It seems like it's a lot more because these people behave in such asinine ways. And it just gets people to react at the crazy things they do. It even gets people involved that are on the positive side of things, right? It just stirs up everything, right? It like infests the entire platform, right? So that's part of the reason why my lady and I started this positivity contest, right? We know we're not going to get a lot of traction doing this, right? Like right now, I've got only 5 people here. That's no problem, right? Knock them down one at a time, right? And we also know that people that still hate us or have hated us in the past, right? They're going to continue to hate, right? And they're going to probably end up making fun of the fact that we only have 5 people here, right? But that doesn't matter, right? Because, see, I'd rather have 5 people here that are positive than 20 or 30 people that are hateful and negative people, right? The value of one positive person is far more than the value of 20 negative people. I want you folks to take this verbatim, right? And I want you to understand my method of growing out here. And if you're a positive creator, this is the way you should look at it. You got to look at the value of each individual person from a positive standpoint, right? Okay? The value of one positive person long-term over the course of 2 to 5 to 10 years. When you really do things the right way, you allow people to get to know, like, and trust you, right? And they continue supporting you for years, right? Think about it this way, right? If you have somebody that is a true supporter, and they're a positive person, one person, right? And they love your content and they support you regularly. And let's say let's say they donate about $25 per month to your channel, right? Okay, so in 10 months that's 250, and in 12 months that's what, $300 a year, right? If you keep that person around for 10 years and they still donate at that level, that entry level, which donations are donations, I'm just using this for example purposes. In 10 years, that person has paid $3,000 into you, right? Negative people will donate to negative content creators, but it's short-lived. The value of one negative supporter is, in my opinion, 1/10 of the value of a positive supporter, right? Because these negative content creators, yeah, what they'll do is they'll scrape money from the negative supporters as much as they can, and a lot of the negative supporters can't afford to donate large amounts of money anyway, right? People that are in a happier state of mind and more positive typically make more money and have a better attitude to make more money, and they're going to be also willing to donate more because it's for a good reason that also makes them feel good, right? So again, I've got 7 people here right now. I'd rather have 7 good, down-to-earth, reasonable, positive people here than 100 negative people. The value of these 7 people is far more. And I'm not trying to even look at you folks as a dollar amount. I'm sharing this for example purposes for people to understand that even though it may appear that my lady and I aren't growing, we are. We're growing with the right people. It just takes longer. Last night and the night before, on a couple of in-studio streams I did, which you folks should check out if you've missed them. There was one I did a couple days ago called I Feel Defeated, but there's light at the end of the tunnel. It's nearing on 300 views. We had a lot of great engagement on that show. The first part of it was kind of slow, but then people started coming in, right? Same thing with last night. I did positivity, day 9 of the positivity challenge last night, later in the evening, because I drove my lady home and I was busy all day spending the day with her, and we had some lunch. I drove her home. We had to run some errands while I was in her area, and then I had to drive back. Almost a 3-hour round trip, just driving. 2.5 hours round trip or so, or a little more than 2.5 hours round trip with no traffic. But there's usually traffic. Actually, yesterday I didn't hit any traffic either way. That was good. We left at the right time. And on the way back, it's opposite traffic. But anyway, so I did that show last night, and we met some more new people. There's a woman that came in by the name of Ginny, and she's going through some things, and she found out about me through a creator that's, at least in the past, I guess he's kind of tapered off making content on me. I mean, he'll make content on me when he deems it necessary, but he's busy with so much other drama right now that he has no time for me anymore. And it's not I'm not complaining. I am definitely not complaining one bit. It's all good. More power to you, dude. But this lady met me through a hateful video clip that this guy put out on me. And this woman still came over. She came over to check me out and saw that I was nothing in the way I was portrayed in that video, and became a channel member. Before she even commented, she became a channel member, and then she started chatting, and she stayed for the whole show. And her name is Ginny. I don't know if she's here now, or maybe she'll be on the later show tonight. But yeah, she really enjoyed the show last night. And then another channel came in. I've known about this channel for a while. And they used to be involved with some other hateful people that used to come at me. The channel is called Unfiltered Spaces, run by a woman named AJ. And it was amazing to have her in the chat. And we ended up making her a moderator because a lot of the other ladies in the chat, Tam was there last night. And then there was, I forgot the other lady's name. There's another new moderator that we promoted and we're going to be working with. And we even had some guys come in last night. You know, Joe Dirt was there, and we had Joe Dirt, obviously not his real name, but he's a good dude, married 15 years, a very happy person. Obviously, he doesn't want to deal with the scrutiny, so yeah, he uses, a fake name and doesn't show his picture, and that's cool. But he's a real dude, and he's been very supportive and positive for a while. And Armando, who I believe I know who Armando is. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I know who it is, has been very supportive as well. And a lot of these people, had been commenting in my live stream chats of my in-studio live streams here on Coach Eli, 2 authentic live streams. And they just keep saying they don't understand. They don't understand why people just keep coming at you, Eli. They just don't understand that. Well, there's really not much to understand, right? I've explained it before, and I explained it again last night, and I'll say it again right now. It's simply an instigated back and forth. There are half the creators out here on YouTube are leveraging a basic and instinctual human reactionary type of need, which is if we talk shit about you, we know you're going to respond to us, because in the real world, if somebody came up to you at the supermarket and started talking shit about you and said, "Hey, Eli, you're an ugly motherfucker," you wouldn't ignore them. No, I'm not saying, and I wouldn't ignore them either. I'm not saying I would say, shut the hell up or whatever, but what I would say is, well, thank you, dude. I'm sorry that you're having such a bad day. Take it easy, man. That's all, right? So the truth of the matter is, this is a basic human instinct to basically always react in those situations, right? Right. If somebody came up to the supermarket or in a movie theater or wherever you're at the ball game or wherever, right? And they just started talking smack about you or try to get your attention, you would respond. That's a natural thing, right? But here's the thing out here on YouTube, these very, very dark people, right? And when I say dark, I mean like dark-minded, right? Don't take me out of context here, okay? Because you take me out in the other side of that context, I love all types of people, regardless, of your ethnicity, right? But these creators that are in a very, very dark place, banned Garcia. You've been banned here before. Why should I not ban you again? Because banned Garcia, I've seen you over in these other hateful channels I don't want to be a part of. So why should I let you be a part of my positive environment here, sir? Banned Garcia. Let me know, banned Garcia, before I tell any one of my available moderators to remove you before I do it myself. Yeah, so, people are going to naturally react, right? What channel? What did I do? Ban Garcia, have a nice day. Whoops, I actually made Ban Garcia a moderator by mistake. Now I'm going to ban him before he does damage to my channel. It's on the mobile screen. It moves. And, you have to touch your screen to do it. And then sometimes you hit the wrong thing because it's moving. Don't play dumb with me, Ban Garcia, or sock account, right? I'm the troll magnet. I'm the troll expert. You have to try a lot harder to troll me if you want to get one past me. I've been doing this too long. Ban Garcia. The last time that dude came around, whoever it is, right, was several months ago, right? Ban that dude. Then he goes over to the channel of my worst enemy. Figuratively speaking, that is, because I don't have a problem with anyone, including him. But I'm just saying, he goes over to the worst enemy's, channel, figuratively speaking, that is, and starts talking smack, right? Well, I guess that's why I'm called Ban Garcia, because I get banned everywhere I go. What are you trying to say? Are you trying to call yourself Ban Garcia? Saying that you're going to try to say that I don't like certain cultures that are associated with a name like Garcia? Because I love all cultures. I've got no hate and I've got no color lines here. Yeah, so that's what these creators do. They basically prey on the vulnerability of our basic human instinct to respond when people approach us positively or negatively, right? But the problem is when you respond to these people out here on YouTube for whatever reason, right? It creates a back and forth, and channels that make content off of anyone that interacts with them is going to keep making content off of you until you stop interacting with them. And that's the thing, right? That's the thing I'm trying to teach people here, right? And so, a lot of these channels that have been coming through my in-studio live streams have dealt with, many other creators that are doing exactly what I mentioned, and they figured it out. They've called them out. And what I'm trying to do is say, hey, look, to all of you that are finally figuring out this game that half of YouTube does to make content off of just, constant back and forth interactions with anyone they can get their attention, or that can get their attention, right? Okay? How about we just ignore all these types and focus on creating positivity and working together? Because the thing is, we can sit here and talk about these people specifically all we want and call them out. And then all we're doing is making them rich and famous, and, we're getting jack shit, right? And these people know that. So why not take that card from them, right? Why not take that card from them, right? And just ignore them, cold turkey, ignore them, right? Even if they still try to get your attention, right? Ignore, ignore, ignore. Even if they use your content, ignore, ignore, ignore. Let them use your content. Don't file copyrights. You file a copyright, they're going to file a counter notification, and then they're going to talk shit about you for taking them down for fair use, even if it's not fair use. Just ignore. Let them use your content. Pretend they don't exist. Pretend they're dead to you, right? And if they come and troll you to try to get your attention, you ban them immediately and pay them no attention. You ban them, and then in your head you're laughing, God dang. You're so desperate to get my attention. Like, if you're such a better content creator than I am, then why are you so desperate to get my attention and try to poach my people here? You know, there are people saying, oh, I get more views than you, right? But then they come and they create sock accounts trying to poach people from my channel, right? Because the truth of the matter is that they can't sustain what they're doing unless they're able to turn more of my people against me or whoever they're talking about, right? That's the game they're playing. If you take that game away from them, pay no attention to it, then they got nothing, right? And now, you know, I'm talking about it for example purposes, right? That's all. This is not considered feeding into it. This is good advice. This is great, solid advice. Now, the other people on the other side are going to say, well, you're feeding into it. Well, no, I'm not. I'm giving great advice. That's all it is. It's great advice. It takes a lot of strength and restraint to not respond to people in the real world or especially on YouTube. In the real world, you're going to practically always have to respond to people because they're right there and in person. But on YouTube, you have to learn that you should only respond to things that you value, that are worthy of your time, and that are in alignment with what you want to create. Because if you respond to the wrong creators and get sucked in their vortex, now you're giving them what they want and taking away from your actual purpose. That's what I'm trying to teach people here, right? You need to stay focused. You've got to stay focused, right? Don't lose focus on your prize at the end of the rainbow. So my lady and I are very, very proud of the way things are going. And speaking of which, tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, I'm going to be doing a show. It's going to be just myself and the camera and the audience. And it's only going to be probably about 90 minutes long maximum. At 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. My lady and I want to make YouTube a better place again. My lady and I want to make YouTube a better place again. Now, my lady told me earlier when we talked by phone that, give me a second, come behind me. Let me see here. My lady told me earlier that she wants to join me on the show, and I said, well, it's probably not going to be until 6:30 or 7 our time. I said, that may be too late for you, baby. You start getting tired during that time. You know, you just want to relax. Like, my lady would prefer to do these shows in the morning or early afternoon. I don't blame her because she has a different sleeping pattern than I do. Because she has the dogs. And also, you know, her sinus issues and asthma and all that affect her sleep. She actually said she got some really good sleep last night for the first time in a while. And she has medication. She has sleeping pills that this crazy doctor she's been seeing prescribed to her. And she took one last night, and she said she got better sleep than she's had in a very long time. But, you know, her and I both, you know, don't really like her being on those pills, even though, you know, her doctor has prescribed it. Especially when she's with me, I don't like her taking those pills because, like, when she takes even one, I mean, she's like 105 pounds. She takes one, like the doctor said, you could take up to 3. Right? She's taken 2 before, and it's like, whoa, she slept for a while. But even one, it knocks her out. Like you literally can't wake her up when she's taking one of these pills. She's in such a deep sleep. The only way you know she's alive is she's breathing. Like whenever she would take those pills being with me, or that pill, the sleeping pill, prescribed by her doctor, like she was out cold. And I would go over there and I would just feel her stomach, right? And then I'd put my ear by her nose because she's breathing much more slowly, which is normal. It's all normal. But it's like such a deep sleep that most people can't reach naturally because of all the distractions in the world that it freaks me out. So my lady may be joining us tonight. Maybe she'll join for the first part of the show, and I'll do the second part of the show myself. I think that's what we're going to do. But regardless, I'm going to be talking about, my lady and I want to make YouTube a more positive place. What we want to do is we want to get more people to come in and just chat with us and share with us what you want to accomplish out here. What's been holding back your accomplishments, right? YouTube, look, it's not easy growing out here, and it's not going to get any easier, right? So in order for good, clean channels to grow, we've got to work together and grow exponentially together. When are you doing your stream, Tam? It's my birthday today and my day off, so I'll be happy to spend my birthday with your lady and you, Eli. Well, Tam, do you want to come on our show for a little bit? I'll tell you what, Tam. Here's the thing. Hey, the ghost of Whoosh Whoosh. How you doing, bro? The ghost of Whoosh Whoosh is good. He's good. Just in case you folks don't know him yet. Welcome to the show, bro. Great to see you here. Tam, I'm going to put the link to the StreamYard in the Coach Eli moderator group chat, which you're a part of. And we'd be happy to have you pop on the show for a little bit if you want. That's totally up to you. You can let us know at that point. But I didn't see you schedule any shows, so I figured let's just do one, my lady and I. And even though I've got my side hustle and all that, I'm getting that all in. I'm working overtime, but hey, let's just do it. Okay, I'm almost home, says Holly's Hauntings and Happenings. Happy birthday at Tam Tam, says Autism Mama 2. We got 12 in the box, 5 thumbs up. Thank you so much for being here. Can you folks please smash the thumbs up and share this out on your community tab? Share it out on social media. Share it everywhere possible where you feel you have a group of people that enjoy positive and uplifting content. Thank you, Autism Mom. I love that, Eli. I'll be there for sure. Okay, and if you listen, Tam Tam, if you can't make it, no big deal. But if you're there, we would love to have you in the chat or on the panel. I will be sharing the StreamYard link in the Coach Eli moderator group chat. And it would be really nice to just get some people to pop on. I don't know if you're connected with AJ behind the scenes. And I got to say this, ever since they got 5G Plus out here, the better version of 5G, like I really have minimal dropouts on this trail anymore. Have you folks noticed that? Like the cell tower doesn't really drop me off as much anymore. And it could also be the latest updates, iOS 16.1, I think it's 16.1.1 just came out, and I downloaded that the other day. Things seem to be rolling smoothly. I don't talk to AJ behind the scenes, but I do talk to Ginger. I could let her know. Yeah, you know what? If Ginger wants to come on the panel, are you connected with Ginger on Facebook? If you can connect me with Ginger through Facebook Messenger, if you've got her there, I'll message her now. Well, thank you. Thank you, Tam. Appreciate that. Real quick, earlier today when I came on the trail we've been on for 79 minutes, an hour and 19 minutes. That was a quick walk. The water is still pretty calm. It was calmer earlier. The wind has picked up just a little bit. The wind is at about 5 to 6 miles per hour now. It was literally at 1 mile an hour earlier. It was still moving, but it was so calm. But it's still pretty calm. It's been an absolutely gorgeous day here today. Yeah, we're going to have a really good show tonight. Right here on Coach Eli, 2 authentic live streams. It's only going to be for And Holly, if you want to come on too. Tam Tam, I can collab with you and Ginger, and we can have RMP on too. Yeah, that's my lady. Yeah. Tam Tam, I'm connected with Ginger. I'll get my hubby to show me how to add you both to a chat. Then from there, you guys can connect yourselves. Yeah, sounds good. You're going to get your hubby to do it. Aren't you a tech expert, Tam Tam? Come on, Tam Tam. You're in this modern world. You've been around for a while. Give me a second here. I'm going to take some pictures here while I wait for this person to come on the trail. Okay, no, they went on the other side. Okay. Nope, I don't know how to work this internet stuff. My hubby manages all that stuff, LOL. My woman is kind of the same way, but she's pretty internet savvy, I will say this. She is pretty internet savvy. But yeah, no, I'm the tech master between us. My brother and I are both really good tech masters. Yeah, more people keep coming onto the trail from the way I want to exit. So let's exit this way. Let's go the other way and not interrupt people. I got to take you folks on a tour of the homes out here. Like a lot of these are apartments. They're like apartment homes. But there are actually some homes around here, and there's some palm trees over there. And you can actually walk around this area here. Yeah, so they say 25 zone ahead, radar enforced. Everyone flies down this shit at 50 miles an hour. There's no radar out here. They should actually, what they should do here is they should put in one of those built-in speed traps. Like some cities, they have those speed traps. And if you're going too much over the speed limit, typically they'll give you 9 miles. If you're going more than 9 miles over the speed limit, 10 miles or greater, it'll snap a picture and give you a ticket. That's what they need to put here, because a lot of these people with their Teslas and fancy cars and all that, right? They like fly down this street at 50 miles an hour and someone's going to get killed, right? It'd be real simple. They can get a ton of tickets doing that, right? They would pay for the device in no time. Mercedes, Tesla. Those damn rich folks, man, they only care about themselves and their fancy cars, right? That's why I drive a Honda. I'm very, very modest and humble. Hondas are great cars. I mean, they're still decent cars. You can still get leather seats and heated seats and all that. You can get fully loaded Honda like mine. It runs well, has great acceleration, decent gas mileage. Even my gas-powered Honda, it's a 4-cylinder, but it has like 185 horsepower. Like, those 4-cylinders are fast nowadays. They have great power. And mine's a 4-door, and it's not too heavy, but it's not light either. But it still gets on average like 35, 36 miles per gallon on the freeway. Not bad. Folks, please smash the thumbs up. We have 8 thumbs up. Let's smash the thumbs up. Get it to 10. Got 10 in the box. Tam Tam says, Okay, I'm going to head out for now. Jesse is taking me to miniature golf, mini golf, and bowling this morning, but I'll be here for your live later for sure. Hope you all have a great day. Yeah, it's going to be in about 2.5 hours. It'll be at 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific. So if you're not here, no problem. If you join late, no problem. I'll put the link to the StreamYard in the Coach Eli moderator group chat. If you connect me with Ginger, I can send it to her if she wants to pop on. And yeah, we're going to be talking about making YouTube a more positive place once again tonight. More than likely, my lady will be joining me at least for the first half of the show. But if not, that's okay. She'll probably be in the chat. And, we want to get more of your feedback. We want to reach more creators that want to create positive things, that want to create real content, right? Real content, right? And listen, here's the thing. You don't have to be all goo goo gaga positive like me. I just love that's just me, right? Like you can create real content about paranormal stuff and things like that, like Holly does. You can do all that type of stuff, right? Right? As long as you're doing something productive besides attacking other people for fake instigated drama, then you're doing something productive, right? And so we look forward to having you all on that show tonight. With that being said, have yourselves a great one. Take care. And as always, be good to each other.